And one thing I really want to do now we've got a couple of these things left is I want to put some clocks and stuff up around, because I never know what time it is. I have to go up and check. And I'm thinking a good place to do that would be right here. Just like have a little clock and maybe a map. Can I make a map? I think I can. I have some sugarcane somewhere. Now, clocks require gold and redstone, I think. I think that's the recipe. I don't make them all that often, so we'll make a clock and get that going. One of the few uses for gold. Man, do I love this furnace room. So yeah, we probably won't get to doing the storage room today, simply because I have so much that I intend to do. So I will probably not get around to doing that. Perfect. Nice little clock there, and we'll put a map in there. I really could do with thinking of a way to light this up. I may put some of those fences and trapdoor type things over there. So what else do I want to do now? I want to get... I want to build a crafting area in here, and what I mean by that is in the center of this place, I have that crafting table there, but it's kind of out of the way. I want to have a central dedicated area for crafting. I want to have an ender chest down, maybe an anvil, those kind of things. So I think we should make something in this central area that kind of caters to that. So I do not own a shovel. So let's make one. I think they're all down in my branch mine. Look at that, I need cobble. So many random items on me at the moment. Let's make a slab. Want a piece of cobblestone there, buddy. Let's make this thing. So I want it to be kind of central. Oh yeah, I forgot that all of this was down here. I'm thinking of making it maybe a 5x5. Something like this, and I'm going to put wood in here. Eventually I'll add piston lights in, and we just want a sort of dedicated sort of crafting area. I'm going to grab this crafting table from over here. Let's not be wasteful on wood. So we want a crafting table. You know what? I have this on me. Oops. Jeez, I don't come down here very often. I want these out of here, and the reason I want that is because I can spread grass more easily by using this. Kind of is a bit wasteful using silk touch pickaxes on this, but well, it's not the end of the world. So now I guess we could just put some cobble down to climb out of here. And what do I want to make the floor out of? Shall we make it out of stone brick? I think that'll do very nicely. So I want a crafting table down here. I want an ender chest in here. So I'm thinking of doing something a little like this. Need 3 of those. In hindsight, I did have one on the stairs, which I could have took advantage of. Let's have a little workstation here. I want to have... I don't want an anvil in each of these 4 slots, although it would be very nice to have. It's a bit expensive. I could have some chests, just some regular chests, just to store bits and pieces in, and then I can move them, although my storage room is only going to be over there, and I could not really pipe it to the storage room using hoppers or anything. So, ender chest is definitely going to be right here, but I'm trying to think of what's going to go in this gap. Could put lamps or something in there maybe. We've got plenty of glowstone. I think that might be an idea. And then I could put a... Wait, will a redstone torch? No, I don't think it will. What would I need to put in there? I guess I could put levers in each of those. That would work. Yeah, let's do that. That seems like a good idea. Ugh. I have to go back down here again. This is not really where I want to be. Let's put you there. I'm going to be shortly... What am I going over there for? I'm so used to having that crafting bench over there, that's why. Let me see now. We want lamps and we need 4 of them, so... Oh, we're just going to have enough. There we are. Still got a couple of those left, which is great news. Yeah, that's okay. I mean, I'm not that aesthetically minded, so you'll have to kind of excuse me on that front. So I'm going to have that. I do need some more sticks on me. And I do have the cobble needed to make one of those. But yeah, I think it looks pretty nice. I mean, this is just totally on the fly. I haven't got it planned or anything. And then on top of here, I'll have my ender chest. So just a nice little centralized area, isn't it? It's kind of... I could even extend it up into the ceiling and do something with that. Because the thing is, these wood right here kind of looks a bit odd. I might put pistons in the corner. It might make it look a bit nicer. Because the wood seems a bit odd. I won't lie, it just kind of looks a little weird. But let's go head upstairs and make myself an ender chest. It will be kind of just aesthetically functioning right now because I don't have another one, but... How many blaze rods do I have again? I haven't been back to the nether since. None. Oh no, is it blaze powder you need it? It's blaze powder, isn't it? Because you make eyes of ender, I was thinking you need blaze rods. I'm going to need 2 of those. I'm going to put those back in there. I need to take down that other portal, so I will get enough obsidian out of that to make another one. And I'll probably put that one in my storage room. So I can actually sort of interchange things around. See, all I've got to do now is run down here instead of running to my storage room, which is going to be over there. Ah, it looks like a little altar for the ender chest. Aha. I may do something with the top of these crafting tables, because it kind of looks a little bland. Could even put fences on the wood, and maybe build like a little thing that goes into the roof, maybe. That is something that I may play around with off camera. And we'll see where we get on that, but I think I'm definitely going to put pistons in the corner. So, what else have I got to do? I want to do the bushes before we head out of here. I want to try those out. And for that I'm going to need soul sand, and I'm going to need... it's daytime, and I'm going to need some leaves. So I do have some leaves in the farm chest. Where did I leave my soul sand? Here. Oh man, it's raining out. Anybody lurking? Doesn't look that way. Let's see, leaves. How many leaves do I have? 17. That's going to do the job. Where's my shears as well? Let's grab a couple of those. In fact, my inventory is actually full, so I won't be able to take any. Unfortunately, I have way too much stuff. Are my shears even up here? Yeah, they are. I guess I could leave the leather behind for right now. I don't need it just at this instance. This is why, you see, I need a storage room. I have just chests everywhere. So that's going to be the next real major project to actually get done. Let me see. So I want to try these bushes out, and I've seen these done before, and I want to try and play around with them. And what it... let me just empty some stuff off, because this is getting a bit ridiculous. My ender chest is going to serve a purpose as just basically a normal chest right now until I can empty it. I'll do that off camera. Put that away, these away. I do want those on me. There we are. Let me get... I need fences, and where would I have stored those? They'll be upstairs. Yeah, next episode, definitely storage room, without a doubt. I may put one there actually, or just have one around here. Fences, fences, fences. Are we out? Oh, we actually are out of fences. Okay, I did not know that. I also need to get a bed down here instead of just up there. I would really like a bed to have. And the bed would kind of be cool to have next to the clock. Maybe we could have like a little bedroom in there and use that space up effectively, because I can't put much in there. So we need fences, and did I put my wood in here? No. Did I use all of that up? Wow. Let me me see here. So let's grab this stuff, and we want to make some sticks, is that right? Yeah, sticks. That's what I want. Let's just try these, because I only need 2 to try. I've not played with these actually before, and I don't know how good, so to speak, in inverted commas, this is going to look. But basically, you do things like this, and I'm gonna take these 2 wood blocks out, for example. Whoops. I'm gonna put my soul sand in here, and then I'm gonna put leaves down. Interesting. I quite like that. Would probably make more sense either just a bush on its own, or maybe another bush right here to kind of balance it out a bit. And then I've got my little lookout right in the center here. I think that would be the way to go on that, and I do have enough sticks to make that. So why don't we do that? Let's play around here for a minute. I'm just kind of experimenting at the moment. I've not really tested this stuff. So we can do that, and I might add these all around this area, but I don't want to overdo them, so something that we can just adjust to our tastes. So let's put those in there, and let's get our 2 fences again. I'm going to have to chop down a bunch of fences from that area that we went into when I built that thing. Yeah, that kind of makes this area just it balances this out a bit more, and it makes it seem just less bulky, I guess. I need to put an ender chest in there as well. So yeah, I'm gonna do some more of those, I think. So I've done the crafting area, the bushes, I've done the item frames. I need to remove the portal. That's quite boring, so I'll do that off camera. The tree farm. What I want to do with the tree farm is, this is going to be quite tedious, so I'm going to do this off camera as well, is just replace these right here, these beams, with those bits of pine wood that I got, because leaves stick to wood, and these are obviously wood, so I want to replace that with these, because it doesn't stick to planks. So all I'm going to do is going to do that, and it's not crazy or anything. I'm going to build a stairwell upstairs. We may do that, and I want to add my pumpkin pistons upstairs as well, which are just basically these things. And I've done the zombie grinder stuff and the furnace room stuff, so I think all I want to do now is work on that stairwell, and then we'll call it an episode. But I do want to make some of these pistons now. We want redstone for that, we want iron, and I'm going to need some cobble, which I do not have on me, so let's grab some of that. I already have wood, obviously. I better put some cobble in here, didn't I? Yeah, I thought so. I'm going to need more cobble than that, though. So let's grab that. Cobblestone, everybody's favourite. And let's make some pistons. So let's make that goes there, that goes there, and the wood, which I do not ironically have actually crafted on me, is right here. Oh, storming up there. Nice. So let's put these back. We want you, and you as well, and I guess we could use the stack up. There we are. How many is that going to give me? 21? That's a good starting number. And we can actually implement the ones I want to put in here right now. Can I get down there without actually having to go down there again? I don't think so. It's unfortunate. I can get more cobblestone though, so it's not the end of the world. There we are. Darn zombies! I need to get that good sword out actually and start using that. Let's get back up here. Now we want the jack-o'-lantern, and then we put the piston in there. It kind of just varies it up a bit and makes it more interesting, I think, than what we had prior to this. There we are. And let's do this side. Bit easier to, well, not really. Nope, we did not want to do that one right there. Let's swap the axe out. I'm not using that right now. Piston. And let's do the... oh yeah, I am. I'm not using the shovel. Silly me. This one was already kind of pre-done for me. So that looks a little better. This is not finished, I don't think. I want to do something more with that. Possibly involving fences and building something above it. Maybe making a tiered system to it. I may have a ladder going up to something else. Possibly a small rack of furnaces or something. If I really needed something in a hurry. Or maybe an anvil. Those kind of things. Right, so the stairwell. Where's that other zombie at? Maybe I can get rid of that rain at last. It's probably on the surface. So let's get you, and let's dig the other stuff out. We need stairs, that was it. Stairs and wood, and let's stack you up. And I will need fences at a later date, but we can work on those anytime. And I'm going to add my trademark pumpkin. Well, it's not really mine. I shouldn't say that, actually, thinking about it. It's not mine. Somebody else came up with it. I know I say it's my pumpkins, but it's really not. I've seen Etho use this, but I'm not even sure if he came up with it. I really don't know who actually originally came up with it. So I'm just going to call them the pumpkin lights from now on. I shouldn't really refer to them as mine. It's my world, but the design was not mine. So I just kind of want to add a couple of these things around, really, and just takes away the desire and need to have lots of torches everywhere, because torches kind of make things look just a little bit ugly for my liking. Like right here now, the light level is still high enough. I'm going to want 2 here. And they just are a bit different. I don't want the piston there. Actually, no, we don't want them there, because we're going to see a little bit of the piston, and that's going to kind of upset the whole shape that I've got going on there. So maybe... Ah, there you are. I knew you were far away. He must have fell in from somewhere. There are still some holes around in the ceiling which I need to patch up. I guess right here would be the first available slot that they could go in without looking strange. There, and then obviously right there. Put you in here, and then you in there. Yeah, it's not looking too bad. Possibly put one in this corner. What light level are we at here? We're looking at 9s, 10s, 9s, 10s, 11s. Oh no, we're fine. It just looks weird, that's all. One right here would be nice, though. So let's put you in. Not right there, but right there would be good. Ooh, where does this go? Okay. Let's put you... Oh, wait. No, that's not right. We can do this, that, and then that is what we're going for. And of course, one right there every time. It's got to be there. Take you down. Let's put one over here. Sorry if this is a bit tedious, but I just want to show you actually what I'm doing. And this is a fix-up episode, or episodes probably by the time I'm done editing it. No, wait, we want the pumpkin. And then you, and I haven't really worked on that area yet, so my only concern is now if I take these out, this right here is way too low. This is 8. Although monsters don't spawn in 8, but it does look just a little bit too dark for me. I may end up doing something with that at a later date. But yeah, that's that. So finally we're going to add a staircase right here, and we do have a sort of like a middle 3, don't we? Or just a general middle to work with is always good. And I've got the logs on me, as we always do with the staircases. Log, log, log. Another log. And then, whoops. And then here, here, and then there. Would prefer it across one, actually, looking at it again. So we can put one there, put one here, we can manually take that out, and then do that. And I do have stairs on me, and this has always been kind of bothering me a little bit, as the fact it just kind of suddenly ends, and I really didn't like that look. So let's put these in. I'm just going to put those there. I will adjust that later. And where does this even really go? It kind of connects to this half, doesn't it? Which we haven't really used yet. But it does connect, so it kind of looks more finished now than it did. I may end up filling that in, because there's just a random dip there for no real reason. So with that done, that's pretty much everything that I really wanted to kind of get done on camera. But I'm thinking if I can make myself a compass, we can get the map going before the end of the episode, because I do have sugarcane up here. Here in here, let me see. Now then, sugarcane and paper is that, isn't it? And I'm going to need 8 paper, so we're just going to have to make 9 and keep one as spare. And if I put this in, we get the empty map, and I'm going to craft this particular map right here. I know it does do the whole loading thing, but I'm going to try and get it in the central part here as to where my actual cave is. Yeah, that looks good. That's going to kind of... That's perfect, actually, for what I want to do. So we've got this nice cool looking map going on, so I can stick the map in the picture frame and enjoy the looks. I like that a lot. So off camera, what I'm going to do is I'm going to play around with that. I'm going to finish up the tree farm. I'm going to finish off the corridor here. I am also going to remove that old portal that didn't work properly. And I think that that's going to be everything that I'm going to work on, because everything else is going to be at least next episode. So next episode we're going to be working on the storage room, which is going to be right here. I'm also going to finish that off as well and put stone bricks all over that. Next episode specifically, I'm going to be working on the storage room, which is going to go over there, as I say, and then we are going to start looking at bringing the farms underground, because I have a plan as what I want to do with the surface, but I need all the farms out of the way in order to actually sort of engage that plan. And that plan also ties in with needing the branch mine, because I'm going to need a lot of cobble as well. Some of you may guess what it is, some of you may not, so if you don't, then it's going to be a surprise, which is going to be great. In addition to that, another quartz picture frame. It must happen. In addition to that, that's going to be pretty much everything for right now, I think. So I do own the nether quartz, so it's not in a chest somewhere. So let's get this finished off, and let's put you in there. Brilliant. So now that's going to be, I think, pretty much everything for this episode. I hope that you've enjoyed it. Just doing lots of general little fixes and tweaks to this cave area here. I want us to kind of get some of that in. We do have this level 30, and I'm going to have another gamble at the diamond pick. So I will sign off as we head over there. Let's do 1, 2, 3. And let's make it up. If we get a fortune one, I'm going to be so happy, because that means then I don't have to worry about the whole iron problem. I bet you we're going to get either just efficiency on its own, unbreaking on its own, which wouldn't be the end of the world, because if it was unbreaking, then I could combine it with the efficiency 4 pickaxe I already have. We're going to get another efficiency 3 unbreaking, efficiency 4 unbreaking 3 pickaxe, and that ain't going to be great, because I already have one, but I guess it'll be okay. But let's see what we get. Yeah, I thought so. That's fine. It's a good backup to have to the prior work pick that we have, and I'll probably rename that at some point. It's a great secondary pick to have in case that one really gets depleted to the point where I can't repair it any longer. which may or may not be possible. I don't really know. I would have to read more into the anvil mechanics to know that, but anyway, it's a great secondary pickaxe to have to that. So yeah, that's going to be pretty much everything, guys. Kind of wish I had done an axe now. But anyway, that's going to be pretty much everything for today, guys. I hope that you've enjoyed this episode, and I hope to see you next time when we will actually start work on the storage room, which is going to be right there. So until next time, guys, see you later and have a good day.